Hey guys, I'm Tyler and welcome back to another Learn the Logic series video. A series where I talk about something that I built and why I designed it that way. Today, we're going to talk about my folding workstation / CNC table. Before we get into the questions, I do want to say that there are plans available at the link in the description below for this table. I've gotten a ton of requests for this. I never had time to put out plans originally, but they're down there now for your guys' convenience. So let's fold it down here. What problem did I solve by building this table? Well, it's kind of obvious. I get all of this horizontal space that this giant CNC machine takes away when it's folded down and get that up on the wall out of the way. The only issue that has arisen from this is it takes up a lot of wall space still. No other issues than that, and for those of you that might be curious, I have not seen any ill effects of storing the CNC in that vertical position. I do make sure that before I fold it up, I have the X-axis tucked all the way down there so that when you tip it up, it doesn't slam down against the bottom rail. But other than that, no issues with having the CNC that way, or no issues with the table actually. How much did it cost to build this table? It's been a little while, but I believe you can build this table for around $100, depending on if you put a bottom on the torsion table or not. I actually used some scrap pieces, so I didn't have to buy another sheet of plywood to put on the bottom there. So it really depends on the scraps that you might have laying around your shop as to the overall cost of the table. How did I go about building this table? Well, it's a very simple design. The top is a torsion table, and that is done with butt joints, wood glue, and brad nails. If you let that dry, that's going to be very strong and very stable. When we fold it back up, you could take a peek at the legs again. Those have some pocket holes in it with wood glue, some angled pieces. Very strong, never had an issue with them. There are a couple hinge-like devices that I made, but pretty simple, cuts on a bandsaw or with a jigsaw, no problem making those. The shelf system that houses the controller for the CNC and gives you the spacing away from the wall that you need for the Z-axis is all made with butt joints, brad nails, and wood glue as well, and it is mounted on a French cleat system, which is and isn't strong enough. You could see it pulls away from the wall a little bit. I do have some shelf brackets underneath the shelf system to just give it a little more stability, but it's still hanging, and it's been well over a year and a half. Although I haven't used this a super amount of times, it has gone through a lot of up and down cycles, and I'm comfortable saying that that's plenty strong for the situation that it's in. Some important dimensions, and I want to start with the shelf system here. The shelf is roughly 40 inches wide. It's 11 inches deep, and it stands roughly 13 inches away from the wall, maybe 13 1/4 when you get that French cleat in there. And this is very important if you are going to put a CNC on here, because the X-carve Z-axis height, you need at least 13 inches to be able to fold the CNC against the wall and not have it hit over here. Those dimensions can change if you're not going to put a CNC on here. If you're just going to use this as a folding table, you can have this right up against the wall. You don't even need the shelf system, which does have a drawer in it, which I use to hold some router bits, and the controller is underneath here as well. The table itself is 40 by 40. Again, this can change depending on what you were doing, but that is what you need to put the X-carve on here. And the entire thing stands 33 inches off the floor, which is the same for all of the other stations around the shop, keeping everything an equal height, which your body naturally is accustomed to. Would I do it again? And if I did, is there anything that I would change? Would I do the table again? Absolutely. Would I get a CNC again? That's a topic for another day and a topic of hot discussion as well. The table works great. I don't think there's anything I would change with it, and it's obviously heavily adaptable to what you might need around the shop. The only thing that I might do a little bit differently is the mounting system, just because it doesn't seem super sturdy, but that could just be the weight of the CNC that I have hanging off one corner of this thing and not having a back structural support in the front here, which is open for a drawer. If I had just like a box where I have a dead plate on either side, I think it would be much more sturdy and stable. Although, like I said, I'm comfortable with this. I don't think it's going anywhere. The underside of the table also serves as an excellent bulletin board for all the stickers from the sticker swap craze. Most everyone on here has a YouTube channel, so search them on YouTube, and I'm sure you guys will love what you see. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Learn the Logic. If you have any questions on this build, or that I should add to the Learn the Logic series questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Hammer that thumbs up button if you enjoyed it. It helps us out a ton. Hit that subscribe button right over there so you never miss when I upload a new video. I'm DIY Tyler. You guys have a good one.